the small town sat quietly and peacefully nestled at the foot of the mountains. However, in recent times, an eerie sense of unease began to spread among the town's residents. Every night, someone would disappear. At first, people tried to explain these disappearances away as simple accidents or runaways, but as the disappearances increased, fear gripped the townsfolk. One night, a young woman named Elif decided to go camping in the woods with her friends. They planned to build a fire, sing songs, and have a beautiful evening together. However, as the night wore on and the temperature suddenly dropped, Elif and her friends grew uneasy. There was a strange sense of restlessness in the woods. A deep silence followed. Then, a scream pierced the air. Elif and her friends huddled around the campfire, clinging to each other. They tried to make out what was happening in the woods, but the darkness obscured their vision. Suddenly, a figure emerged around the campfire. It wore a long, dark cloak, and its face was obscured. The figure crept towards them stealthily. Elif and her friends tried to flee, but the figure caught them. As it opened its cloak, it revealed a strange notebook filled with cryptic symbols. The figure opened the notebook and muttered something in a mysterious language. Suddenly, Elif and her friends found themselves unable to move. The figure seemed to have hypnotized them. After a while, many shadows appeared around the figure. The shadowy figures enveloped Elif and her friends. Then, they all disappeared together. When morning came, other people who came to camp in the woods couldn't find any trace of Elif and her friends. The townspeople exchanged fearful glances when they learned that a few more had disappeared. From that day on, the townsfolk tried to understand what had happened in the woods, but the disappearance of Elif and her friends remained a mystery. Some said there was a secret cult in the woods, while others claimed it was just a legend. However, after that night, the townspeople avoided camping in the woods and venturing outside at night. The fate of Elif and her friends remained unresolved, casting a shadow over the town.